So Mark, you're now on candid camera. Give us one of your little wry smiles.
Turn it off.
Sorry?
Turn it off.
And I'm now going to switch it off because you're obviously camera shy, you know?
Yeah, no,
Okay, so here I'm by my old workplace. It's Monday the 26th of October. By my workplace, this is the old Sparky, the Stadtsparkasse Düsseldorf. Unfortunately, the fellow that I normally would deal with, who became quite friendly, isn't there. That's other skeeter, but not worried. Just going to do a sweep round. See, this is the Schwan, quite a nice little pub. Does very good meals. And that's the bus stop where I used to take the 725 back to my digs. We'll walk around a little bit more. It's been quite heavily expanded in the last couple of years. There's a new hotel here which looks quite high class. That wasn't there even a year ago, so quite a lot of Bauarbeit being done. I thought that was Martin Dorn, my old colleague there. And there we have the TV tower with a brand new digital aerial fitted red and white stripe, which wasn't there previously. So I've been up there, might even go there later on today on the way back to the hotel, but there you have it. Then I have Starbucks. I just bought myself a cup of coffee, rather Earl Grey tea. Used to go there when it first opened in about April 2000, and it was always non-smoking, which the other places weren't. So that made quite a pleasant change for me and other non-smokers in our department to go and have a drink. It's 13:35, local time in Germany, on the 26th of September, and I'm now not far from the TV tower, right by the River Rhine. As you can see from the banks, you can see the water's well in, don't like a technical term, but come April it may well be that the river will burst its banks and overflow well onto the lawned area that I'm zooming in on now. So quite a strong beast is the River Rhine. So here I've got a nice panorama. You can see a few of the barges chugging along the river from Switzerland going down towards Rotterdam and Holland. Behind that barge you can see a tourist boat that chugs from here to Cologne. I believe that's about a 2.5 hour trip. I've been there myself, but to me a boat trip's a boat trip, and 2 hours is a little bit too long for me. I've done about 45 minutes to Kaiserwerth and then come back on the boat. So there are relatively few skyscrapers there. I'm not sure what it is. It might be a World Trade Center, but I'm not sure. That's in the distance. So pan around to the other side of the river. That's a slightly prettier side of Düsseldorf. That apparently was not too heavily bombed by the Brits and Allies when they were bombing the hell out of the Ruhrgebiet during World War II. So some quite nice oldish houses there. And then pan along the river a little bit further. So a few places in the distance. In the summer a lot of people go down to the banks of the river and fly kites, go sunbathing, etc, etc, etc. Quite a nice place to go, and the river seems relatively clean. They have the former industrial area, the sort of docklands if you like, which I think that's a power station. That's lit up green at night. Looks quite pretty. Another bridge, quite a lot of steel suspension bridges, a few hotels and quite a few new buildings there. So I'm trying to pan that around onto the marina area and then point at the TV tower. Hopefully take some footage from there. This is the marina area. It's quite popular for dog walking, as we can see. A few dogs there, all saying hello to each other. So we have a few quite modern new buildings. See docklands, as you can see, quite arty and media orientated, hence the term Medienhafen. On the local landmarks, a sort of building that's a bit leaning toward Pisa-ish. It's on the couple that I just bought a couple of days ago. And there's a marina. So sort of office block there, multicoloured, which nobody had moved into. I suppose it's been there for nearly 5 years. Shows that the German economy. But there they have it. That's a WDR building, Westdeutsche Rundfunk I think it is. Local TV station, quite plush. But they have it. Next it's the TV tower, not quite sure how tall it is, but I think it's a little bit shorter than the one in Berlin. Still quite a tourist attraction though. So there you have it. Here we are, Monday the 26th, up at the TV tower, looking down to River Rhine. Quite a distance there. That's one of the little chugger boats, tourist boats, between Düsseldorf and Cologne. Quite a distance, quite a drop. So they have a little more of the city. Here's the New Harbour area. See if we can get my old workplace. Probably not, but somewhere on this bit that was zooming in on. A few skyscrapers. Oh yeah, but there I think. Who's to know? I can't tell. No, can't tell which one it is. But there. Just sweep of the area. There's a river Rhine. There's the harbour area. Media harbour. Very nice place to work. I'll enjoy myself there. In the distance, sort of marshalling yard. Nobody went down there himself. Never had any need. Apart from the old days when this is docks and goods would be transported to and from the docks. And the other side of the river is Neuss, which is not so nice to live. And there's a bridge going over the place. Okay, so this is still Monday the 26th. And I'm on the River Rhine now, still some traffic on the River Rhine. The slow moving boats are those going upstream towards Switzerland. Not necessarily to Switzerland. Not seriously some kind of dredger, the yellow vessel. Never seen that before in all my 3 years of being in Düsseldorf, so it's really interesting to film. And there's quite a nice suspension bridge, typical of Düsseldorf. That people walk along. There's some more footage of another suspension bridge, of which there are at least 8 between here and Kaiserwerth. Maybe some standard design. Sort of padding into the banks of the river. And this is quite a popular walkway avenue along here. People play bowls and various other sports and go roller skating, among things, pretty much all year round. This bit up to where I'm standing gets flooded as well, so it shows the strength of the River Rhine. Yeah. Düsseldorf Airport, the 29th. No, this is the train station, I mean. This is the airport.
This is a dirty railway tracks.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's what I like. I like my little railway lines, and railways and transport mean progress to me. I like the trains coming through. That's from the other side. Yeah, Düsseldorf Airport, train station, or one of them. And here comes a nice aeroplane, Condor, which I think is the charter flight section of Lufthansa. Yeah, that's the end of the airport. Move around to get a better view. Let's zoom in Condor. Stand by ready for takeoff. Delta Alpha Bravo Oscar Charlie. This one's cool. Flying somewhere, stacking out. Take the SkyTrain and monorail to the main terminal. There goes Mark taking my suitcase, very easy ahead of me. Good bloke it is. Yeah, more planes at the airport. There's panoramic shots there. Zooming in on another terminal, it's like Air France possibly. There's a SkyTrain and the monorail at the airport. This is the chicken area at Terminal AB. So I'm going to head over in this direction now. Go and check in the Lufthansa desk. restaurants over there. We are on the train going from Düsseldorf to Big speed now, heading through the housing estates, main suburban, main urban part of Düsseldorf. Nothing particularly spectacular, but should be able to zoom in on the TV tower. That's cool. That's a TV tower. Amazing half. Let's see how much we can zoom it. Right up top. Mini bullet frames that don't go very fast. TV to it, as long as the lift up the screen view. Some sort of sugar processing plant there. Some barges. Destroyed in the Civil War. It's quite heavy. This is nice, which is main industrial town, sister town, city of Düsseldorf. Industrial look. Traditional housing style, the white flats. lots of factories. And even McDonald's. This is a nice outbound one. Quite a big marshalling yard area. As can be seen, very large network of rails. Quite industrial, nice, very much thriving. So that's company, some kind of company. Just for the trains. Here's another freight train, I think it is. Scenic, but something flat. This part actually reminds me of Norfolk as we're going through. One of the houses very close to railway line. Suburban look. Also going through Norfolk on that. Budken. So the wind turbine which seems to be coming to some more commonplace in this country in the UK, which I'm not accepted. I think the process ends up 3 or 4 of them. You have the German line wide and flat as opposed to Netherlands. We're approaching another suburb in Düsseldorf. Quite leafy mixture of industrial and housing areas, but quite leafy. Fairly modern looking. Fairly decent. German. Another line. Now we're approaching into Mönchengladbach railway station. Okay, this is Mönchengladbach railway station. So they go by a local stopping train. Road now. That's a light train. Quite similar to this car. Mönchengladbach Hauptbahnhof. Yeah, Mönchengladbach Hauptbahnhof. That seems familiar to some people, but don't know about it myself. Bit of building work going on. There's a clock, so you know what time it is. Today is the 3rd of August, and in Germany it's 2:15. I still don't know how to get the time display, so I'm going to use that clock as a prompt. It took me about half an hour to get from Düsseldorf to here. Some other places General Suite. 010 bus is how they're going to from the airport. There's a shopping centre, life centre, people centre. Cabs and onwards take you to the town centre, C&A. So from Mönchengladbach area around the train station. Runway, the 010 bus to the airport, arriving in about 12 minutes. So let's see what happens. That's up. The aim will be to go to 492 Gladbach Straße near Fleischfahrer for a bit of nostalgia. Okay, this is Mönchengladbach Airport. Zooming on the Cessna, presume it is at least. It's a light airplane. No scheduled flights here anymore. I'll zoom in at Delta Echo Hotel Uniform Papa. Taxing along the runway, presumably to take off. But we'll see what happens there. Let's just go and track its movements. There it goes on the runway. Very quiet airport nowadays. Almost like a shell. I assume they're mothballing it until they get some scheduled flights back in. Or lengthen the runway. Apparently it's not cost effective for jet planes that come here, even the STOL airplanes like BAE 146. I think of another plane chugging along. I'm not sure what its number is, as I can't see it. This is from a local flying school. And there we go. Nice smooth landing. I thought it was taking off because there was the flying school landing and then taking off. It was a nice sight. Perhaps not visible, it's in the clouds. It's plane coming to land. It's actually disappeared from my view, so I'll zoom in on the runway. Here comes another plane. Here it comes. Rolling runway. Let's do this one. It's taking off. Flying up. There we have it. Now we have the airport and the runway area. Mönchengladbach, nothing much to see these days. Must be due to the mothballing. It just says about the general state of the aviation industry. Oh, we do have some activity. Let's zoom in on this. Oh, plane taxiing along and then taking off. I presume it's on these flying school planes. There we go. Back part of the runway. The blackbirds are painted onto the windows, presumably to stop smaller birds straying into the area, or to tell people that those windows are not going any further. Could be either scenario. I'm not sure if I've seen this plane before, so let's zoom in. Let's try and get the very large two-engine prop plane. Reservation number Delta Golf in the Golf Yankee. Taxi line presumed to take off. There's a few small planes active along here now. Never used to be the case, or at least not when I was coming here. I was living here all those years ago. First visit here was in November 2000 on the first and the second Sunday in Düsseldorf. It's quite strange how quickly the time's flown by. Yeah, one plane coming in. There's a light on. Got visible using the zoom lens. Some Cessna type plane. There it was. Coming in fairly slow to land. Presumably the one is waiting for this one to land before it can take off. It's landed. Oops. It's landed. Taking a speed, so maybe it's about to take off again. And it is. There we go. No, not Düsseldorf, it's Mönchengladbach Airport. I think it's sometimes called officially Düsseldorf or Express Airport, but to all listeners it's Düsseldorf, it's Mönchengladbach Airport. And there's a cafe which does quite nice food, very nice service as well. There's a restaurant. Here we are at a slightly different position on the airport. I'll zoom in on that building over there, which is aircraft maintenance .de. Presume it's a small aircraft. Still got a back removal. Behind there, one truck. I'm not sure what that vehicle is. No idea at all. There's a poster of one coming up and into the stuff. To walk. And the car park's not too busy these days. Usually somewhat busier. It's like the airport, in fact. There's another plane doing a circular flight of the airport airspace. Here comes the 010 bus. And here we have a shot onto the airport terminal. There's the with this type of control tower. Let's zoom right in and see if there's anyone we can see. No, we can't. This is all the Rivals building. We used to have a few car hire desks, etc. That's pretty much mothballed. There's the main departures allowed building. Also very, very quiet. And this airport is Düsseldorf, Mönchengladbach. And here comes a bus with a very friendly bus driver. Every Tuesday. Oh, it's 1700, local time in Germany, and along Gladbachstrasse next to Aachenerstrasse. Just going to do a quick panorama. Down the road, that's looking towards Mönchengladbach. I think I've got a couple of stops too early, we walked for about 10 minutes. But not to worry, we're excited what I'm doing here on. And on there's the Feuerwache and the fire station. Presumably that's the connection with Mum and Papa, with why they lived there in this particular street. I'm now going to look up the street, panning upwards. Gladbachstrasse, and that joins with Hennes. Let's have a look at this. Hennes-Weisweiler Allee. And as you can see, it's about 100 metres up the road. We're not far from Randalen. Most of the place that ends here. Randalen there is actually Randalen village, not to confuse with the JHQ Randalen. It's rush hour, so one can see into presumably 5 barracks or 1 British Army barracks. And some of their parts. There's a sanger there. And there's just a grey transit line. Someone in the background. That's just gone. There's a very typical British Army building there. Some sort of prefab like a shed. This is Ayrshire Barracks. Ayrshire Barracks. These buildings are part of the old Fife Barracks. The old Fife Barracks. As you can see, the railing's a bit of a sorry state. Quite a lot of building work going around the old Fife Barracks. Not sure what this eagle represents, but it's a British Army regimental cap badge. Prussian eagle, but sure something back in the UK, I don't know. This is interesting, an AWACS flying over Mönchengladbach just outside Ayrshire Barracks. I'm standing. Not sure what it's flying to. Wigan or somewhere. Interesting. Now, this is actually Gladbachstrasse. Finally arrived. It's about 5-10 minutes away from Ayrshire Barracks entrance and hidden. It's been renamed St. Christoph Street, I think it is. St. Christophstrasse. That's where I've come from. And not only that, but the streets have also been, the houses have also been renumbered. So take a little look round. That's actually Gladbachstrasse behind that barrier which I'm zooming in on. So behind there, soundproofing barrier. That's the old 485. I think that's 485, which is now renumbered 18. And it's 485 renumbered 18. And 483. I'm now going to walk in and say hello to some relatives, including Mama, Papa's second wife. So this is the house, 492, which is now renumbered as something else. Here it is. Lovely one. Ah, der Rasen ist ganz schön. Ah, yes. This is what I'm saying. Ah.
Ja, die alten Bäume, die
492. Yeah, 492. Which is now 15. So Christophstrasse, and that's also Margaret von Seeker's relative, sister-in-law, I think, who's inside the house.
Hier haben wir die alte Nummer noch.
Ja, ja,
92.
das habe ich gedreht.
Ja, ich denke, der Eingang war damals auch. Ja, der war anders. Das haben wir irgendwo.
das große Fenster war ja auch noch nicht.
No, nee, war ja früher immer eine Veranda, eine überdachte Veranda.
Ja.
Ja. Ja, diese Fenster. An diese Fenster oben erinnere ich mich.
Die sind noch gleich.
Ja, ja, ja.
Die sind noch gleich. Das und da, das Balkonzimmer, da dieses Zimmer,
Ja.
ich weiß nicht. Das war gleich, ja.
Aber das Haus ist lange da.
Nee, aber das, ja, aber da war das ja auch schon.
War das auch schon?
Ja, ja. Da war das schon. This picture should be the same. Only like I say, this was a veranda.
Yeah,
There
that's
was
right,
a
yes.
little- We still have pictures like that as well, how it used to be.
Aber hier war es ja noch nicht so.
And the staircase, the stairs was different as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that White House must be.
Yes, that must be
Next
the-
door, yeah.
It was still more white. Now it's
Yeah.
a little bit greyish,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's right. Und dann haben die doch das gebaut, das Haus in. Das Haus, wo als Roland geboren wurde, sind die doch eingezogen.
Ja, ich bin erstaunt, dass ich eine Verwandtin von Mama und Papa,
Ja, ja, ja.
dass ich
Ja,
ihr
Ja, und
begegnet. Right, notice this is the new name of this part of Danske, not Danske Strasse. It's a new name for it's the new name for Gladbacher Straße, which is then Christopher Straße, 14650 to 60. And that's a crossroads with Zitterwolf. So I'm now looking towards 492 Gladbacher Straße. I think that's it. Maybe that's one of the neighbouring houses close by. That should give us a wide pan view. There's the main Gladbacher Straße. And there's the mini market and the Steak Cafe at the end of the street. I'm not sure if that was in the late 60s, early 70s, but not for me to know. And this is the local church. I'm not sure if it's Catholic or Protestant or Evangelical, but other people should know that. Leather in. And round. Sankt Ekelens. Yeah, and Randala. Still a fair bit of rush hour. Okay, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday the 5th of August. Yeah, this is Altstadt. Looking towards Coldorf, big department store, chain. Looking down towards the Hauptbahnhof. And then looking into the main part of livestock, post office there, and McDonald's as well nearby. Also put in Düsseldorf for playing today. Quite a few football fans around. You can see lots of main football around playing base playing. Quite a nice pizza place here. It's a nice pizza in a stone oven, pretty much on the spot. Delicious as well. Much better than the cardboard ones that you get in the UK. Well, there is also Burger King, and who's that distant treat there. Sun going by. Here we go, stop. Heading down towards the lighthouse, the tunnel. There's the tram, quite modern, looking. A lot of people about, making the most of decent sunshine. We have another alley down the outskirts. One of the main thoroughfares from crossing alleys. Looking just on the wall of the local Sparkasse. Basically you can't ship coins, so you be clever and save money. And another bakery shop. They're all over the place in Düsseldorf, all over the place in Germany. This is the town hall of the Rathaus. Not so many flags as there were in Carnival, but nonetheless. Something that's new here over the last few days is the Christmas market. But it's actually it's also the eating stalls and what have you. It's quite a nice flavour for the place, if you like. And it's getting sunnier. No, actually blue skies for the first time in a few days. So there are a few wine stalls, snack stalls, some German food. Seems to have quite a few visitors there. It's cool, it's damn nice looking food as well. Vegetation and stuff, some of it wild food, wild. So a couple of them nice. Some more views of Düsseldorf. The drinking areas by the river, quite touristy parts of the Altstadt. Not as many people see at the moment, but doubtless there will be this evening. Not quite sure what that town belongs to. Some historical building. I'll zoom into my list of the time, and it's the 5th of August. Saturday 5th of August. That's a time check. The Schifffahrt Museum. Apparently it's the only part that's left of an old castle that was built during Napoleonic times. I'll zoom in on the top. Just so you can see the weather vane, the wind vane on top. This is the lower bank. Policies. Let's see some older. A nice sunny day. We have a TV tower in the background. 20 odd minutes walk from here. Yeah, about 20 minutes walk is about right. And, Rheinufer, the banks of the River Rhine. Some quite spectacular bridges, it's very nice and modern, very angular looking. You know, more of the Altstadt. And it's quite a nice tree-lined avenue, rather French in appearance, with riverside cafes interspersed now and again. And not forgetting there's also the bars right next to the River Rhine. Looks as if everyone's enjoying themselves on board this little ship, this boat going between Cologne and Düsseldorf. Let's zoom in and see what they're eating and drinking. This boat seems to be struggling up the river, but it'll make better speed on the way back. The new digital aerial, I believe. That's a telecom screens on it.
Architecture teams with the city, with the mayor.
And there's a fast food there.
We pay for them.
And some quite nice buildings. Down below we've got bar to bar to bar. Nice way to spend an evening watching the sun go down over the River Rhine. Get around on a tandem. There's a tourist information office right by the river, and there's a few little souvenirs that sell. The main ones anyway. Some interesting ties, not sure what the colours mean. Some little knickknacks. Cartwheel figures. Pins. There's a few souvenirs. Beyond my price range, and right space in my house. Steiner remote. That's €42, just under 30 quid. Lots of food, football type souvenirs, put at half price now. Wooden toys, etc. There's a cricket bar. Some people love it, some loathe it, just like Marmite. And there's also a cricket shop. You know a lot of the words on there in Dutch. It's a bit like Dutch. You see how long it was. Packed today. Well, not packed, but pretty damn busy. Even busier evenings than just on the weekend. Serving out beer, big sun pills, whatever. And the store looks like she's got busy today. I'll just go in there and see how bad the queue is. So here we are in Königswinter, about to go from the funicular railway up to the Winter Palace at the top of the hill. This is the station at the bottom. So here we are, just in Königswinter, on Tuesday the 8th of August. 45 minutes walk up to the top of the hill. What I don't fancy doing. A quick sweep by the station at the bottom. 15 minutes. Things like fishing classes. Walk hanging over Königswinter.
Was er zo dran die Schachtel, ja, mit dem Kohle. Und wenn ihr auf grün springt, dann muss er auch reinlegen. Und nicht stehen bleiben, sonst kannst du nochmal durch.
Yeah, it's just
So we're at the end of the railway journey. Up the hill, took about 15 minutes tops. Some quite spectacular views. Bit of a ride in the centre with a very interesting house or palace on an island in the middle of the river, which I'll zoom in on. No idea about who lives there or why, etc. So please don't ask. That's the river. And across the panorama of towns at the bottom of the hills. Not far away, but it seems quite small and tiny. Then in the distance, quite strangely, there's a golf ball. No, I didn't know the Germans hadn't equipped the final bells here. It should be some observatory or something, but quite strange to see it. Then there's the rather repulsive architecture on the top of this hill. The cheap and nasty concrete block place. Not nice at all. That must bring us to the end of this particular set of filming on this film. I'm just going to zoom in on some river traffic. Seems we've got our main route. A little riverboat chugging along. Giving some sort of guided tour to the area, presumably. I think. Maybe from the railway line. Right here. Here another panorama. Looking down onto the road and looking towards Königswinter with the railway station being zoomed in on right now. Surprisingly large amounts of industry and housing around here, which I wasn't expecting until I got to the top of this hill and looked down. And still see one in the distance. That's main industry, a bit like looking from the Yorkshire Dales to Teesside. Yeah. And we have looks like some parts of the coast are still left from previously. There isn't much else on this particular hilltop. Here goes a funicular, shrine right to the top. I planted in the front of the train on the way back, but we'll see what happens. In the other train, and I don't want to sit. Going to the river. Still some barges. There's always a little river tour traffic. There's people here admiring the view.
Das war ganz nett, da sind wir dann irgendwie auch, konntest du auch schon mal mit Oma sehen, was gehabt. Nee, also wie gesagt, da, ne, nur zum Übernachten, das ist ja abends aber dann zwei verschiedene Richtungen, die dann ist der ja, und die habe ich meine ich habe, du hast auf dem alten sind ja neu. Ich habe aber das zufälligerweise aber die haben das gemacht, ich habe doch die neue